Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got the perfect 1x2 shell design for a duo, trio or even a dedicated solo. And yes, it works on both PC and console. Let's be real, 1x2s and 2x2s are probably the best base types for smaller groups, but without proper features, you're either offline the next day or totally helpless when someone tries to online raid you. But don't worry, I got you. I've put together a 1x2 shell based on one of my older designs, the Radiant, but now it's cheaper, better and stronger. The core isn't just a 1x2, it is separated, which increase raid costs and give you early game safety. You actually start the wipe with a simple 1x1 and an airlock, so the early game is super easy to manage. Expanding to the second floor gives you 2 early multi-TC bunkers, perfect to keep your loot safe even if you get raided. The shell is adding some extra peaks plus another full layer of protection. Inner peaks and the Widegaps shooting floor are combined, so there are no blind spots anywhere. And if you know my bases, you already know there's more. We've got 4 unsplashable roof bunkers up here. Probably the best kind of bunkers, no build-outs, no gaps, just clean and simple. But to make the base even stronger against offlines, there are 2 additional compound bunkers super hidden behind these lockers. The roof offers multiple OP angles, like these brutalist peaks right here. Building this base is super easy and beginner friendly. Literally anyone can do it. The small footprint means it fits almost everywhere. You can expand it step by step as your wipe progresses. It is already pretty secure early on, and with all the hidden bunkers, you can be sure your loot stays well protected. If you're worried people might still find your loot, or if you just want exclusive base designs, check out my Patreon. I post private builds there that never make it on YouTube. Alright, let's take a look inside. We've got 2 external multi-TCs in total, and each one needs roughly 2.7k metal upkeep once the base is fully upgraded. But don't worry, if you're a solo, you'll probably build parts in stone anyway, so the upkeep will be way cheaper. I would also recommend adding 2 extra externals later on to fully secure your bunkers. Dipping into the gatehouse, we've got retakes on both sides, plus some drop boxes just in case. Inside the compound you're covered by turrets from every angle, so people can't just walk in freely. There's a funnel-like part right here, and outside peaks all around, making this compound actually defendable. We've got a funnel wall with peaks on both sides. Once raiders break through, you can hold the breach easily from these angles. The furnace blocks people from jumping in. Sure, it won't stop them completely, but it slows them down and might buy you some time. Here we've got a nice little compound bedroom, space for a bed, locker and a few small boxes. Perfect for fast respawns and defense. And you also have a perfect view into your compound. But it's not just a bedroom. Behind these lockers there's a hidden bunker. Just place a roof right here to open it. You'll have space for 2 large boxes and 2 barrels, perfect for stashing loot before you log off. Sealing it is just as simple. And we've got the same on the other side, so you can split your loot if needed. Now let's move into the shell. Turrets covering each side, and there is room for batteries and barrels. The shell also includes 2 bedrooms, great for respawn during raids or getting back into a fight fast. These brutalist peaks give you perfect angles into the compound. From this little gap you can aim straight into a breach, and raiders can barely see you, which makes it super OP. We've got this kind of peaks all around. Jumping up, we reach the main base. You can use a furnace or a ladder hatch, whatever works for you. On the second layer there are 2 basic loot rooms and 2 early multi-TC bunkers, 1 on each side, not splashable. There's enough space for at least 2 barrels, making them perfect for wipe starts or surviving the first night. Heading down, we get into the first 1x1, which is the main TC room. Upkeep is about 18k metal if fully upgraded, but if you build some parts in stone, you can bring that down to under 10k. The second 1x1 is just extra storage. Yes, it is splashable from above, but that's intentional for early game. It forces raiders to go through the ceiling, which takes at least 19 rockets. And remember, this shouldn't be your main loot room. Also, the layout is pretty unusual, so raiders might waste rockets going through the doorways instead. We've got jump ups on both sides for better mobility, plus retakes into the shooting floor and inner peaks. There's a small bedroom area here, directly connected to everything. And right here, we have our inner peaks into the shell. They also work as outside Widegap peaks. They're kinda hidden and you barely expose yourself while peeking. Additionally, we've got roof peaks looking down into the compound, so there are 0 blind spots. Here we have simple shooting floor peaks all around, which also works as retakes to the roof. These peaks are actually our bunkers, hidden up here. Just place a roof on top of the one below and it will break, opening the bunker. They're super simple, no build-outs, no gaps and hard to mess up. While closed, you can still use them as normal roof peaks or retakes to the top. Jumping up to the roof, we've got turrets covering everything. There are tons of angles up here, including this brutalist mountain roofs. Trust me, this one's super strong, because they're really hard to spot up here. Alright, now I'll show you how to build the space. Let's start with a starter base, which is just a simple 1x1. Place a low wall on top of the window, then add a square floor above. Now we're building the two multi-TCs. Go out 4 squares, then end with a triangle. come back using triangles. Then go 3 squares and then with another triangle. And again, come back with a triangle. Next we're building the shell. Make sure to connect this part to the main base. If you want the brutalist peak, don't forget to upgrade the roof to brutalist skin. For the jump up you can use a furnace or ladder hatch, whichever works for you. Now we're adding the inner peaks and shooting floor. These are the hidden roof bunkers inside the shooting floor. Place your boxes and make sure to test if the bunker opens properly. Next, we're building the compound. Over here we build the compound bunkers. On the right side place a triangle, then add 2 half walls. Attach a square frame to the triangle floor, then place a square high foundation inside the frame. Don't place a floor here. If you do, the bunker won't work anymore. Now we move on to the roof. And lastly, I'll show you the turret and windmill placement.